What's up, Tech Deck dudes? Toy Insanity here with some Tech Deck dudes. Let's call it Tech Deck Dude Tuesday. Alright, check it out. The Tech Deck dudes are my favorite toy line of all time. I literally have thousands. I made a considerable effort to try to collect them all. I spent maybe 3.5, 4 years buying lots on eBay. Spent a whole lot of money. Alright. I was really trying to decipher the toy line, figure out how many there were, and obviously get them all. And then basically, I haven't been purchasing any lots on eBay for minimum 1.5 years. I just completely turned my back to eBay. Hopefully, some people got some good finds, some good lots, some rare TDD, and hopefully those people get in touch with me because I want to try to get back into it and work on this set. Now the problem is currently the bulk of my collection is probably 25 feet deep in a 30-foot storage space with, floor to ceiling, wall to wall, absolutely packed, and they're not organized in boxes like this. These are the absolute last batches that I got. I didn't get them integrated by character. I have everything, including the duplicates, bagged by character, by individual Tech Deck dude. So these are the last ones. I didn't even get them integrated because I can't get to the older ones. There's like a 4-foot hallway in this storage space, this storage facility. It's air conditioned, climate controlled, all that. We're already getting 100 plus degrees. Obviously daytime temperatures right now in June. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I cannot get to these Tech Deck dudes in any foreseeable future. But I was able to get to this one. So the rest of them, they're in colored, huge plastic bins or just cardboard boxes. They're not as organized as these, but this will kind of give me an idea of my obsession. I did take the time to scrub and clean these are scrubbed perfectly. Many of them, when you really take the time to clean them individually, they basically look like new. I'm just going to run through the names here. But I am, the incentive is there to take the time. For me to do a video on something new, something basic, something I found at retail, or something I found in a thrift store, I'll bust out a 10-minute video or less. The commitment it's going to take to get in storage, because I got to move every single thing, 25 foot, 8 feet tall worth of toys, into this tiny hallway to even get to them. And then I obviously have to put everything back in. I got to try not to break stuff. So it's gonna be at least one full day effort, which I don't have time. I can make 10 minutes here or there easily to bang out a video. But let's see what kind of names are. Remember, Sludge, Bones. Hey, here's what I'm bringing. Bones is one of my absolute favorites. I was army building, horde building. Bones, Brad, Draco or Draco. But let me point this out. Someone has tried to fix his eyebrows with a Sharpie. Do not put Sharpies on your toys. You can see this is effectively ruined. You could repair that eyebrow. I do paint repairs black and white. I usually don't try to get into the colors because, it's just hard to match up. Like, look at this guy, Crash. Repairing that blue and then the white star on top of it would be a piece of work. But this eyebrow would have been an easy repair. You've got to find a certain paint. It's called Acryl. I think it's spelled A-C-R-Y-L. It's about $5 for a little bottle. It is. You can't just use the cheap acrylic. It's $1 a tube. You got to find Acryl. Do not put enamel paint on your figures, and especially do not put Sharpies on your figures. Sharpies are ink. Plastic leaches ink. Ink is not paint. Anyway, where'd that guy go? Bones. The same Sludge. This is Ace. Scott, these are all G1 figures in this box. G1 Generation 1 just means they don't have arms. They're the original Tech Deck dudes. First generation, they came out between the year 2000 and the year 2003. In late 2003 and 2004, they added arms. This is your Generation 2. These arms are not bendable. They're not pliable. They're not posable. They are not flexible. They do not have wire in them. That's how Generation 2 is defined. Generation 3 and 4 have the bendable arms. Also, negative shout out to Spin Master for not dropping the Generation 5, the tiny ones that came out last year, which was the whole impetus for me actually going to YouTube. I've collected toys for, I think this is my 10th year as an adult toy collector. All right. But when Generation 5 Tech Deck dudes were coming out from Spin Master, they're of course the tiny ones. You probably saw them last year. They did at least do the complete Series 1. I got all of Series 1 that came out last year. They showed a Series 2 at a toy fair, but never dropped them. So, you know, I'm not really liking Spin Master right now. They dropped Flush Force. They dropped Tech Deck dudes when basically they decided to reboot Bakugan. Whatever. These are G1. These are old school. Some of these are 19 years old. Super Finger, Frank in Finger. This is the deluxe version of Mikey, missing the microphone. Ralph, Dave. Who you is, man? I don't know. It's not John. It's the other guy. Tank? This is Tank. This is Crash. And Crash, and Big E, and Eric, and Laura. This is Cutie. There's 12 dudettes, 12 female figures. They're all in Generation 1. They never made another female figure, another dudette past G1. But there's 12, and I think a total of 30 when you can count up the variants of those dudettes. Tiki, one of my favorites. I was kind of horde building Tiki. There's 3 versions of G1 Tiki. Tech. That same Biggie. This is Andy. This is the dudette with the most variants. I think 5 different ones. Very cool. Hey, this is Spin. I think. Here's a well, look. This is mildly interesting. This is all 3 versions of... No. I thought I was grabbing the third one. There's 3 versions of G1 Super Finger. The other one is white stomach area. Mort Minga and Manga. I always get them mixed up, but that's one of them. This is Chewy. Roz. Another Roz. The third Roz is green. Scott. I think this is, I don't know, Eddie. Flake. Rasta. Tech. Stevie J. Duke. Splinter. I don't know if I got around to saying, but then G2 to G3, they added wires into the arms. You can bend, pose, and manipulate the arms on your Tech Deck dudes. G4 is basically the same as G3, but it's when Spin Master bought them from X Concepts, and they, with the exception of maybe 3 characters, they then proceeded to leave the wires in the arms. Thumbs up for that, but they took out the magnets on the feet and the concept of a magnetic ferrous strip on the board. Duke, this is John. This is the deluxe John, kind of rare. LA Rock, Tech. That's not even John, that's Roger. This is John, the Rambo parody. Duke, Helen. Who are you, Dr. Digit? Duke, Yoko, Petey. I don't know. I always mix up the 3 robots, and then usually the next in line I'll mix up the punks. There's 4 punks. Here's the other John. This is Mikey. My absolute top 3 that I'm looking for. There's probably 30 that I need to get the 1,000+ complete set. Black Roz, Black Brad, Red Fred. Those are my top 3 most sought after. But I'm talking about a G3 Roz, a G3, whatever I just said, Brad, and then my dude. I'm looking for this guy, Booger G2 in a olive green. What's the other one I said? Fred. Red Fred is G1. What else is real elusive? I'm looking for the Christmas figures that we're giving out. This is a Hot Feet Barney Christmas promotional figures. Still looking for those dudes. This guy snuck in here. This is not a G1. This is a very beat up G2. Someone... They're probably like, why does this guy have arms? None of my other technicians have arms. They just ripped his arms off. Super rare Bradley. I'm trying to think. There's at least the Zoods or the Pets of the Dudes. I'm looking for a bunch of those. Well, I'm looking for 2 straight up. One is a little guy, looks like a computer with robot arms. The other guy is the pet of Superfinger, and I don't know his name, but he's like a little creature in a doghouse with his. He's like a dog, super dog, but he's got a doghouse around his head. You can see his little beady eyes, and he has the ears popping through the doghouse. Very weird. What did I say? Stevie J, Rusty, Ronan, Woody, Billy, Duke, Chic or Chic, Ian Stein. Promotional material, he was called Ian Finger. Weird. Roz. Andy. Oh, I finally got this guy. It took me for some reason a long time to get Larry. So this is one I needed. But I got him. He's here in front of me. I'm trying to think of the other G1s I was thinking of. Oh, there's one of this guy's. He's going to look like a variant of Stevie J, but he's the other surfer, Sven, I guess. There's 2 surfers. Yeah, I'm going to get him confused when they make the same style of character, but he's wearing, I don't know, I think he's wearing green and he has blue hair. I'm still looking for that dude. I know there's collectors out there. We got to connect. Finger Tut, Stevie J, Petey, a different Petey, Billy, right? This is Draco. This is a different Billy, Hot Feet Billy. This one's pretty rare. Homer, Lenny, Tank, my boy Woody, Scott, Spin, Chic, Tech, Henry. This guy in yellow is really rare. Keep an eye out, folks. Tank, Finger Tut, Petey, Jack, Laverne, Draco. This is your boy. We started with this guy. Now I can't think of his name. Sludge. Stevie J. Sergi. Roz. Frank. Look at this guy in red. He's red. His body is red. He's not even Hot Feet or Deluxe Pack. He's just a variant regular pack. I've seen him back in my day of hunting eBay. I saw him come up in lots probably 3 times, and I just was sniped every time. So I know there's collectors out there. Let's do them trades. Barney. Somebody. Some reason I can't think of the other punks. Homer. Splinter. Sheik. Booger. The guy's name is escaping me. Wait, there's like a Sex Pistols connection. Sid? This is Sid. Welcome to the party, Sid. Sid. I think this is Eddie. Sumo San. Tag. There's 2 versions of Tag. He's not on the checklist. Or the poster, I think. They did a poster back in the day. Toy Lines, I'm telling you. Do a poster. Helps people keep track of your stuff. The other one's in orange. Neither are particularly rare, but I figure a lot of people might come across him and not know who he is because he doesn't have a number printed on him, and he's not. I don't know. He's tagged. Now you know. Eddie, Zobo, Ralph, Nick. Yep, looking for Nick. White with a red belt. Help me out with that, my dudes. Billy. Oh, what do you know? There's the other tag. Tag in the blaze. Look at this. This guy's hardcore. Spray paint graffiti artist. Very cool. Who are you? Who are you? I don't know. Billy. Jack. This is Art. Sludge again. This is Arnie. He's lifting like 100 pounds with his foot, but this guy's missing the dumbbell on his foot. Kids like to pry off the little pieces that can be pried off on their Tech Deck dudes. That's old Arnie. He's pretty rare, especially when you find him with the stinking weight on his foot. Tech Deck Dude Tuesday, folks. Here's Dave. Here's the other Larry. I think there's only 2 versions of Larry total. I think this is another Billy. Stevie J, Petey, John, Norman has some rare versions. There are 3 different ones with a red mask. Pretty sure it was a red mask. He's got yellow on his chest. That's the most. No, it was the second most common. I do have that one. And then red with black is the most common of the reds. Now, if you got red with red, hit me up. That's the one I need. I forgot your name. Donnie. Surfer. Fletcher. Ace. Slam. The rarest version of Slam is green. I do have it, but just letting you know. Tank. Sumo-san. Ian Stein. Invisibility, Fletcher, Duke, Andy, Yoko, Dave, Tank, Rapmaster Thumb. Yeah, I'm an android. Who am I? I'm Fred? Probably just called someone else Fred. Booger. I forget. Yeah, I forget. Dudettes. Rasta. Rapmaster Thumb. Sumo-san. Rick. I don't know why this guy Bruce? Let's call him Bruce. Bruce. Art. Stevie J. Billy has a named variant. It's Julio. I'm missing one of them. I think yellow hat, yellow shoes, and then there's one black hat, yellow shoes, and then there's yellow hat, black shoes. I don't know. I don't even know, man. Lenny, Scott, this guy, that guy, another guy, you, this guy, Slam, this guy, another guy. I'm getting bit by ants. 20 sanity.
whatever I said this was. Tech Deck Tuesday. Hit me up for trades. For real. Let's do this. Let's do some trades. Bye-bye. Later.